So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Man, I got you. Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37.
From the gun, here's Love. Ebron with it over the middle. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
The down up.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. It didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Texans.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action. It's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll have a first down past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Luck's throw, finding T.Y. Hilton complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
Now it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Love. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Get him! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike 55.
3rd and long. It's Luck. He's going to let this one go. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
58 to Mike.
Man, I got you.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, 1st down. Watson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. Back to throw, Watson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Hey, full Mike. Yeah.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. The 20. Wide open receiver complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. So in the second, that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. So a challenge comes. These challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jones on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Unable to corral him. He fights through. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, Delta, X3, 218, chop.
From the 41, Luck. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Throwing is Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 44, check 44.
36.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Watson. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Miller. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Tiny Fairbairn comes on. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Go.
Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
41. Hey, high 7. 41.
They snap it to Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Back now in Indianapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Hey, 59. 59.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's get ready. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Luck on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Close. 55.
Here's Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Back to throw. Luck. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. 3 bud.
11. Come on, switch it. Check Juju off Parker.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Madden. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson caught left side. Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Texans first down.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to work. And this will be a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check out. 240. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Rock. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Luck now to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 85 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Reset. 18. 58. Come on. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll run with Foreman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field.